Good morning, everybody. Q here with Tech Rants, early morning stream before I get my day started. I actually got a free breakfast this morning. So, yeah, let me go ahead and pull up the chat. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. We are getting a little rain from Florence. So, yeah. So, we're just going to talk this morning a little bit. So yeah, we'll talk about iOS 12. We're going to talk about the essential phone. I am going to touch on the Galaxy Note 9 explosion and what I think about it. Just early morning, just felt like going live. Um, like I said, I got some breakfast coming this morning, so I may stay on until I at least place that order, or till I know it's close for me time to travel down. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna be multitasking this morning. I'm gonna be looking at the menu as I talk. Hopefully, I can multitask without being a complete fat ass. But we'll see how that goes. So yeah, iOS 12 scheduled release date is today. I'm debating if I want to download it on any of my devices or if I want to wait. That's kind of it's kind of a hit or miss. Because the downfall of downloading it right when it comes out is that you got so many. You got everybody who has an iPhone. Everybody who got iOS 11 is scheduled to get iOS 12. So that includes the iPhone 5S. So you got everybody in the world sitting there connecting to the network, trying to download iOS 12. So it could be a little hectic. So we shall see. So I don't know. I might wait. I might wait. Ouch. I might wait to see if somebody else does it. So yeah, we shall see. It's got a couple choices to make here. Sorry guys, I'm just looking at the menu. Okay. I'll come back to the menu in about I'll go back in about 10 minutes. So I'll talk to y'all here for a minute. So we got any people in here? Finish button. Switch camera. Finish. 3 watching now. Finish button. Okay. Yeah, we do. We got a couple people in here. So thank you to everybody to stop by. So yeah, iOS 12 is coming out today. I might download it. I don't know. Um, I think, in my honest opinion, in the history of Apple iOS updates, iOS 7 was the smoothest update. I actually iOS 7 brought so many features to the iPhone, and I was sitting here contemplating. You know, I was sitting in the exact same spot, just in a different chair. I had an iPhone 4S, and I was sitting there contemplating. I'm like, I was gonna wait because what everybody said. Everybody said, wait, just wait a week or two. before you download it because you got all these, got all these people just sitting there down, whatever. Got all these people sitting there trying to download it all at once. So I was gonna, wait, and uh, what do you know? I ended up downloading it anyway. And it was the smoothest update. It took a long ass time. Um, then again, I didn't have the fastest Wi-Fi at the time. Then again, we're talking 2013, so things were different then. But iOS 7, it had a couple bugs, but it was the smoothest download. Very few crashed. Um, at the time, I was working for a phone. I was working for Cricket before they were, before they got bought out by AT&T. I was working for Cricket, and I had like two people come in that week that had a crash. I did have some come in after, after release date that did crash, but I don't know why the hell it crashed. I can't explain that. But I thought between Wednesday and that Friday that we would have a whole ass of people coming in, that just, whatever, for whatever reason their phones crashed. But we didn't. So live, 6 minute, live, to watch, finish, switch chat, filters, options, filter, chat options, switch tab, finish, to watching that, finish, button. Readjusted some things. But we did, so that was, that was a good thing. I was good to see that Apple, you know, actually made a smooth update. iOS 11, I didn't download it the day of. A couple of people I know did. Me personally, I didn't. Actually, I take that back. I actually did, and I didn't have any issues. I waited a day. I can't remember. The update wasn't the problem. Downloading the update was not a problem. My biggest problem with iOS 11 was all the bugs. iOS 11 had plenty of plenty of bugs, and it was just ridiculous. But you know, I'm hoping for a better experience this time, and hopefully, things will be better. So, yeah, we shall see what happens with iOS 12. I might, like I said, I might wait. I have an iPhone SE and an iPad, so we'll see. We shall see. So, let's talk about the Note 9 exploding. So a lot of people are saying it's fake news. Me personally, I don't know. It can happen to anybody. I know that. But, I don't know. We just have to see as time goes on. I do think, however, you know, Samsung made a bold statement. They said that it's nice to know that they extensively tested their batteries. They went through a whole bunch of safety protocols, you know, and they basically, are saying it's impossible for the phone to explode. It's impossible. It's impossible. Now, of course, we all know nothing's in. It's not impossible for nothing to happen. You know. If you use a charger that they don't approve of, yeah, it can explode. But they promised, they basically made a promise saying that this would never happen. This would never happen again. If this woman is fabricating the story, you know, um, I think it's stupid. But then again, I don't know. I would hope that somebody would not do that. I don't agree with Samsung's price at all. But if I was given a Galaxy Note 9, I would give you my honest, full on thoughts and opinions about it. If I like it, if there's anything bad about the phone, I'm gonna tell you. But if it's an awesome phone and I can't knock it, I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna talk trash about it. You know, I don't like the Note 9 because of the price. Then again, I never had one in my hand. And even if I did, I probably would never. No phone to me is worth $1,000. Okay, let's take. There are a lot of phones that I have that are not worth the price. Okay, the iPhone SE. Yeah, it's worth the 450. Okay, it is because of the way it's designed and what's in it. You take the essential phone. Okay, right here. This phone was not worth $700 at launch. No, no, never, never, never. This phone is not worth $700 at launch. This phone is worth $500, maybe. But $700, no, absolutely not. So, if this woman is fabricating a story, you know, boo-hoo to her, but I did put it out there, because it is interesting. You know, this woman would fabricate, that story is out there, okay? Samsung had this bad reputation back with the Note 7. Okay, the Note 7 was supposed to be an amazing phone, and I have no doubt that it was. I know someone right now. She is a huge Samsung fan. She's on the Samsung hype train. She's going to upgrade to the Note 9. She wants to upgrade to the Note 9. The only reason why she hasn't did it is because they don't have her color. So hey, whatever. But I sent her that link. That whatever that link, told her to look at it. So we'll see. All we can do is wait for things to happen. I'm not knocking the phone at all. I know I got some messages and some comments of, oh, you're knocking the phone. I'm not knocking the phone. I never had the phone. I don't have $1,000 to blow on the phone. I don't. If somebody wants to give me one, hey, I'll take it. But, I'll be pissed if I blow out $1,000, $1,200 on the phone, and it fucking blows up. Yeah, I'm gonna be mad. It is as well as anybody would be. Anybody should be mad if they blow $1,000 on the phone and it blows up. So this is it. What it is. That's just what it is. Shout out to Magic Tech Review, man. Go ahead and check that video. He made the video. That little skit that he did at the beginning. I don't, it's not funny that the phone blew up. It was just it was just a little skit. It wasn't real, but for some reason it just made me laugh. I don't know why. It made me laugh though. Because he said, "Oh, I love you, no 9." All of a sudden, you know. Oh man, it's just, I don't know. It's kind of funny. It's not funny. If that was real, that would not be funny at all. But just the way it happened, it's just like, wow. That was kind of funny to me. I know you guys are thinking, oh, I'm evil and all that. No, just that's funny to me. I'm sorry. It's okay. Three words of my ex-boss. It's okay. Oh wow, 6 people in here. Thanks everybody that joins in. Thank you. It's early morning. Thank you. 6 people in here says thank you. I never had this many in a live stream before. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, that's what I'm here for. Let's just chat. Talking about iOS 12, essential phone, Note 9, but we talk about anything. I talk about life. My live streams I'm pretty more open. But definitely, we try to keep it tech, but whatever, it's life. I'm here. I am streaming from the iPad 6th generation. It is dark for the moment, and it is raining too. So, yeah. And my iPhone, for whatever reason, matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up these comments. Let me see if I'm gonna pull up the comments on my Essential phone. Because my iPhone, well, not the comments, I'll pull up the stream on my Essential phone. Because my iPhone does not move the way I want. So give me 1 second. All right. Show. So yeah, I got it pulled up on the Essential phone. Hopefully that looks a little better. All right, so it is getting close time for me to order food. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna figure out what I want to eat. You know, got a free breakfast this morning from this restaurant. I think I'm gonna go with the blueberry pecan hotcakes with bacon, of course. And the question is, do I want home fries or the cornmeal mush? I think I'm gonna go with the home fries. Um, you know, uh, I don't know. Matter of fact, let me Google it. Let me see if I can find something on Google about cornmeal mush. Search the web for cornmeal mush. Um, okay, I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, I think I'm gonna try the cornmeal mush. Let's do that, shall we? Let me get my breakfast together, guys, and I'll come back. But I'm glad I got all y'all in here. Thank you so much. The Essential phone review is up. Um, the Essential phone has just been awesome. It's just it's 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 been a champ. It really has. Um, and I really have enjoyed it. So most definitely. Um, so yeah. Um, okay, so as far as response to okay, so iOS 12 depends on where you are. Depends on where you are. iOS 12 usually won't it'll arrive at 1 o'clock in the east, 10 o'clock in the west, 12 o'clock central, 11 o'clock mountain time, and either 9 or 10 o'clock Alaska time, and then 8 o'clock. I guess what is that? 8 o'clock Hawaiian time. So I have all of that as far as for your. I don't know if you're in the U.S. Um, but yeah, those are all the times I have for the U.S. at least. It could be, it could be, um, you know, less. I mean, it could be earlier. It could be later. So don't take what I'm saying as a guarantee. So yeah, it's not here yet. Um, so we'll see though. It's all good though. All right, guys, just get my breakfast together. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I know you guys are like, well, what the fuck are we in here for? All right. Sorry about that. So let me go ahead and go back to the comments. Pull up stream. I got 2 minutes for the I can actually order. So yeah. Um so yeah, thank you everybody for joining in. So yeah, but about that comment, yeah, iOS 12 is not out yet. And I really do hope, like I said, like I said, I really do hope that iOS 12, I'm not iOS 12. I hope that that woman is not fabricating her story about iOS 11. To watching now, finish. But I mean, man, fuck, I'm all over the place this morning. I hope she's not fabricating a story about the Galaxy Note 9. I mean, it looks like it seems like it's an awesome device. I would love to get my hands on one, but hey, it is what it is. So, yeah, iOS 12 comes out today. So Friday we'll be seeing the new iPhones, or at least the XS and the XS Max. So as far as the XR, the budget model, we have to wait for that. I didn't know that was coming until October, so that shows you how much I was paying attention. So, woohoo to me, I wasn't paying attention. That's crazy. So, whatever. All right, so give me 1 second. Let me look at this real quick. Okay. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. You know what? Give me 1 second. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying to get this breakfast with my family, and just I'm all over the place this morning. I did want to go live once I place this order. Give me 1 second, guys. If you leave, you leave. I'm sorry, but I gotta get this going real quick. Give me 1 second. You know what? Okay. All right. Okay, that's weird. That's weird. Okay. All right, you guys are gonna be like, "What the hell are you?" Okay. All right, I might just have to end the stream because this is really getting on my nerves. All right, piss me off. All right, there we go. Thank you. All right, thank you to anybody that did stay. Yes, I'm ordering breakfast. All right, so give me 1 second. Let me take care of something real quick, and I'll be back to y'all, and then we'll talk about something. Cornmeal mush is, she said it's cornmeal.
DoorDash. Now, Bob Evans has confirmed your order from DoorDash. We'll let you know when your Dasher has picked up your order.
Well, you know, they'll take it from the company. I got the blueberry pecan pancake and bacon, and there's banana bread. Am I wrong for getting us a free, for getting a free breakfast? Am I wrong for getting a free breakfast? All right. So I'm back. I see y'all left, but it's all right.
Zero watching. Finish. Button.
So let me just go ahead and talk about some things. So live stream was all over the place, but yeah. So let's go ahead and get through this real quick. So the essential phone. Hold on. What the hell did I send to myself? You know what? Oh, I'm so damn stupid. Okay. I did.
Finish. One watching now. Ramen Gamer. My iOS. Finish.
I meant to send a link. Okay, whatever. I know what to do later. All right. So anyway, so the essential phone. My experience with the essential phone has been Awesome. So you like I said, watch the video. You know, you can see that for yourself. The build quality, the battery life, the performance, just the way that it's just, you know, dude, I got it for 223. I would have gladly paid 350 for it if I had the money. I would have gladly paid 350 for it. That's how much I love the Essential phone. Now, a lot of people ask me, you know, do you prefer iOS or Android? I use the iPhone for 7 months straight. No Android interaction. Well, very little Android interaction. I use the iPhone SE without, you know, buying any phones, anything of that nature. That's the longest time I've ever used the phone without buying a new phone, and that's been since 2012. Because in 2012, well, no, I take that back. Let's see. In 2012, I had the iPhone 4S, and I used that for a year straight, or give or take, about a year and a half or so. I used the LG Optimus L7 II, which was, you know, to think about it, was a horrible phone. Definitely overpaid for that. I've used that for I used that for almost a year. Okay, and yeah, that matter of fact, yeah, that was the last. Okay, so since 2014 was the last time I used a phone for the longest. I used that phone for almost a year. Okay, I had the Pop Astro for almost. Actually, I had the Pop Astro for almost a year too. That was a good. Pop Astro was okay. So since the Pop Astro, because I only used the Blade, I used the Avid Plus for 2 months. I used the Hydro Reach for 3 weeks, maybe not even that. I used the regular J3 for 6 to 7 months. I used the J7. I used the J3 Merge for 5 months, and then I used the J7 Perks for 4 months. So yeah, I switch phones a lot, guys. I really do. I like buying phones. I have a habit. It's just me. So the iPhone SE, I use that phone for the longest. It was a good phone, but I find myself going back to Android. And you know, this is a conversation I had with my people. You know, I know you guys probably could care less
Finish. Button.
about this, but you know, me being visually impaired, the iOS community is we have to give them respect because they are the ones that opened up the doors and gave us accessibility. Now, me, I'm a real tech head. You know, you guys know me. I like saving money. I'm a real tech head, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Okay. I play with Android. I love Android because it's so custom. It's customizable. You know, you got a lot of choices, and I just like to play. Okay. Most of my friends who are vision impaired, and you know, I dated 2 women that were vision impaired that had Androids. Other than that, everybody I know is strictly iPhone. Even that this is where I'm at now. iPhones are kind of the thing now. It's either iPhone or Galaxies, but iPhones are very popular among people now. If you don't have an iPhone, you're dead. Don't know why, but it is. It's a thing that's in. Anyway, so Android to me, you know, after using iOS and extensively, I found myself coming back to Android. Why? Because I like to play. I like the customization. You know, especially now with the Android One platform, it looks like we can get stock Android phones without paying, you know, both your arms, both your legs, and half your kidney. So I like that. So that's where it shines for me the most. Um, you know, I love the customization of Android. Now, after using the Essential phone, which is pure stock Android, you can't go back. You just can't. You know, I got everything pulled up here. You know, the Essential phone has been wonderful. It gets timely updates. You know, they don't take long to install. You know, they work. just fine. No issues. So you know, when people ask me that iOS or Android, I switch back and forth. My SIM I have an iPhone SE with AT&T, so now my SIM card goes between the iPhone SE and the Essential phone. But 9 times out of 10, it's in the Essential phone. The Essential phone has been my heavy hitter, my daily driver. It's what I rock. That's what I, you know, make. Do all my calls, text messages. Everything is now handled by the Essential phone. For now. The iPhone SE. If you can find the iPhone SE at a really good price, what did I do with the fucking? Okay, there it is. iPhone SE is a good device. Good device. Sounds stupid. It's a great device. You know, of course, Apple has discontinued it. I think that's retarded. I think they should have saved it, but no, they didn't. So, whatever. Apple's going to do something to put them in a fucking hole. And, I hate to put it that way, but it's just what it is. Apple is headed for fucking destruction. Okay? You've killed the headphone. They were one of the first companies to kill the headphone jack. Okay? That, in my opinion, is bullshit. Okay? Most, they still have few cars. They still have some cars. I've been in them. Okay, so I'm gonna say this again for those that didn't hear me, please don't take offense. I'm not coming off as rude, but like I explained to the other guy before, iOS 12 is not out yet. Okay, it has not hit anybody's iPhone right now. Everybody who works for the Apple headquarters is at home, sleep in their pajamas. Okay, iOS 12 will not. So for as far as the US goes, iOS 12 may hit about 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Pacific, 12 o'clock Central, 11 o'clock Mountain, 9 or 10 o'clock Alaska time, because Alaska has 2 time zones, and about 8 o'clock Hawaiian time. Other countries, I have no idea what time you're going to get it. So if you're in the U.S., those time zones I just named, that's about the time you should expect to be checking for an update. Of course, it could be later, it could be before, but those are usually the way Apple works. It's usually around that time, a little bit later. So, as far as now, no, nobody has an update. It will be later on this afternoon. I'll tell you what. Once I see the iOS 12 update, I'm not gonna download it, but once I see that it's live and it's active, I will make a video. How about that? Or I'll go live. I'll do something to let y'all know. I got a pretty busy day today, but once I see it, I will do something to let y'all know it's out there. All right? Here's the deal, okay? Because I had a couple people ask me about it this morning, and so once I see it, of course, unless y'all get it before me, but I will do something for my viewers and my subscribers and my supporters to let y'all know, hey, it's out here. This is where we at. Okay? So, yeah. So that's what we're going to do. So, yeah. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so, excuse me, How Clock, I think that's your name. I do not speak that language. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't speak, sorry. I don't speak English, unfortunately. I speak a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of Japanese, but I really don't. Yeah. So yeah, there was that. So yeah, I will make some sort of content to let y'all know the update is there, and we will, we'll go from there. So, um, okay, what the hell? Hold on one second. Give me one second. Okay, that's weird. All right, sorry guys, I had to check some with my bank account. But yeah, so yeah, I will make some sort of content to let y'all know that iOS 12 is out. So yeah, um, I like iOS. They're very, it's a very well optimized. Um, you know, it is straightforward, and that's what I do like about it. So okay, that's weird. All right, sorry about that. I had to check my bank account. Something happened there. So yeah, iOS is very well optimized. I think Apple, they were the first to ditch the headphone jack, which wasn't a big deal because they include the dongle, but now they don't include the dongle in the fucking box, and I don't know why. I mean, honestly,
Three watching. Finish. Button.
you couldn't include a fucking, what is it, $10 dongle, $9 dongle. Like, wow, really? This is, where we got. And, they say, oh, it's, people should adapt with the times. No, this is bullshit. People shouldn't have to adapt with the times at all. They really shouldn't. But, to each his own. Me personally, I, I just, I just find it amazing. Um, I don't like the fact that my essential phone doesn't have a headphone jack, but it includes the dongle. You know, right here, it includes the dongle, so it's not. I don't make too much of a big fuss about it. But now people are gonna buy a $1,400 iPhone. You know, the people want to buy a $1,400 iPhone, and then they got to spend another $10 for $10 for a dongle, 50 bucks for a fast charger. That's stupid. You have the fast charger capability, but it include the fast charger. So 50 bucks for the fast charger. Then another, depends on how you do your cases. Anywhere between 10 to 50 bucks for a case. Like that's, depends on where you live. Maybe a house payment to some of you. You know, couple months worth of rent. I know some people that's about 3 or 4 months worth of rent. You know, by the time taxes, and everything is done. But people are gonna pay the price, and that's fine. If you balling like that, go right ahead. But honestly, I think it's not really worth it, especially when Apple's going to slow you down after a couple years, about a year or two anyway. If I'm paying $1,500 for a phone, I better be able to use that thing like a computer. That thing's better last me about 5, 10 years. When people buy, I know people that's got 10-year-old MacBooks. Okay, those are good investments. Okay, I got a computer That was $500 right here. This desktop. It doesn't work right now, but it lasted me. Ooh, it lasted me 6 years before I had to, pretty much retire it. So, that's pretty good. So, very well worth it. I got a computer now. I just paid $600 for it. It was on sale. That computer should last me a good 5, 10 years. So, people, I don't know. Apple, I think Apple's making a dumb move. They really are. Um, I would like to see Essential come out with more phones. They don't include the headphone jack, but at least they're on the right path. You know, but we just have to see. We'll have to see. I guess what Apple does. I'm hoping. This is what I hope. I hope that they get enough complaints to where they release an iPhone SE2, or I hope they get enough complaints to where they release like either put a rear fingerprint sensor or like an in-screen fingerprint sensor. That's what I wish. Um, people. You know, Here's the thing. People, you take a look at the Note 9. It's $1,000. I talked about it. I trashed it. I understand that, but I got to give it to them. You have an iris scanner. You have a fingerprint sensor. You have a, you know, hold on a second. You have a fingerprint sensor. You have an iris scanner. You have face unlock. You have all these options for people to unlock their phones. That's the way to go. Just saying how many people are on watch. That's the way to go. You got people. You giving people options on how to unlock their devices. I prefer to see that, but no, they want to push. They're basically forcing their will. They're forcing this Touch ID on people. Everybody's not ready for Touch ID. You know, I'm not. You know, the fingerprint sensor is convenient. It's fast. You know, it works. But whatever. They're basically forcing all of this stuff upon us. And me personally, I just, I don't agree with it. But hey, who am I? And I know people are going to, subject and they're going to buy, they're going to buy Apple products and, all that. That's fine. But I'm not ready to adapt to it yet. So I'll stick with the essential phone. I'll ride the iPhone SE until the wheels fall off. But I'm not really, I'm not embracing Apple anymore. I think they're headed for destruction. They're making a lot of problems. They're causing a lot of problems for themselves. You know, um, but shout out to Xiaomi, man. Shout out to Xiaomi, sorry. The Poco Phone F1. Snapdragon 845, 6 to 8 gigs of RAM, expandable storage, headphone jack, like $300. And Xiaomi did release a statement basically saying, unless the prices for hardware and software just completely go up, they will not make a phone that's more than $500. I respect that. I really do. Because $1,000 for a good phone, no. Let's unless unless we're basic really 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 unless we're really trying to replace our computers. Like if we're really trying to make our phones our computers, maybe that's fine. And I know some people who do that. they make their phones their computers. Me personally, I don't agree with it. I think a computer is a computer, and a phone should be designed to make calls, send text messages, take some pictures, have a little fun with it. Excuse me. All this extra stuff, I'm not really feeling it. Talk all this mess you want, but no. $500. Me personally, I would never pay no more than about $400 for a phone, maybe, and and I'd still got to be able to finance it. Cash, if I have the cash, I don't know. It would really have to wow me. The most I've ever hashed out for a phone in cash is 130 bucks. J7 perks, I paid for that on credit. The iPhone SE, of course, I paid for that on credit. Although the one I got with AT&T, I paid $50 for that. But yeah, anyway, the Honor 7X is on a credit card. The Essential phone is now on a credit card. So for me to pay cash, $300-400 for a phone in cash, I don't know. I would, one, have to really have the money, and two, really consider it worth my time. Other than that, I just don't see it. But damn sure, not $700 for a phone. Abso-freaking-lutely not. You know. Everybody's gonna have their debates on that, but no, me personally, $700 for a phone, $1,000 for a phone, no. I can talk about me wanting the Mate RS Porsche Edition all I want. Beard is itching. That's still $2,000 for a phone. Why did my beard grow back so fast? It's crazy. Anyway, like I said, I just don't see it. But everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Me personally, like I said, I just don't see myself hashing out that much dough. To each his own, though, right? To each his own. So yeah, thank you for everybody for joining in with me. I'll stay on here for a couple more minutes. Find out where the hell my food is. They really need to update that. I'm gonna call them bitch about that too. It's whatever. I don't know. It's kind of retarded to me. A problem is that they tell you they'll arrive in a certain time, and then the time end up changing. So that's really an inconvenient. It really is. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna ride it until the wheels fall off, but we'll see. So yeah. Poco phone. I would actually like to have a Poco phone because of the specs that it's packing. And I heard that Xiaomi makes some killer devices. I would like to have the Mi A2 Lite. Actually, I can afford to buy I have the credit to buy the Mi A2 Lite, but it'll be extra money on my bill, on my credit card bill every month. And at the moment, I really can't afford that. So we'll see what happens by the time this credit card is paid off. I should have this credit card paid off by February. I would actually buy the Mi A2 Lite if I didn't get stuck with somebody else's debt. I got stuck with somebody else's debt. They refused. If you watch that video about me getting played, I really didn't talk about that too much, about how I got stuck with the debt, but pretty much I did. I helped her on Prime Day, and I got fucked. It's just, put it blankly as that, I got fucked. So there's that. My fun is gone. If that if that hadn't happened, I would buy the Mi A2 Lite. Okay, 4,000 milliamp hour battery. Uh, got that Snapdragon 625 processor, which is a power saving beast. So I know that battery's gonna last a day or two. That's gonna be my battery life is the biggest thing to me, besides performance in a phone. A phone can have good like this essential phone.
DoorDash now. Hi, Quentin. Your Dasher is still on their way to the restaurant. Your order will arrive by 8:28, 8:33 a.m. Contact your Dasher for more details.
Okay. So there's that. Why are they still okay? That's dumb. All right. So I will be calling about that because that's stupid. All right. Anyway, where was that? You know what? I just thought about that. Let me look at something. All right. All right. So yeah, what was I saying? The Snapdragon 625 is a very powerful processor. So I know that it's going to last a while. Like the Essential phone, it can have very good performance, but if battery life is horrible, I'm not going to, I'm gonna knock off points. Plain and simple. It's just, you know, it is what it is. You know, battery life is very important to me. Very important. You know, we live in a day and age where these smartphones should last a day, and most of them do. Most of them will carry you through the day. If we go back 4 or 5 years ago, 2012, 2013, smartphones were not lasting you all day. You had to have a charge by, the midday. Where the hell is I need my cleaning cloth. You would have to have a charge by midday. Trust me, I've dealt with it quite a while. And it was always the flagships. It was always the flagships that did promise all day battery life. Normally. But now budget phones are promising more battery life than flagships. It's crazy. It really is. And the ones that are promising high ass battery life is from companies that don't get much. Well, Huawei makes luxury smartphones. Okay, we've had this discussion. Huawei makes luxury smartphones. There's no debate about that. But the thing is that people, if the government doesn't have control over it, they're making, they're making all these wonderful phones at some premium prices. Like you take, where is it at? Is it within reach? I don't want it to get up to get it. Let me see something. You take okay. You take the Honor 7X. Okay. Powerful processor. 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigabytes of ROM. Big battery. The battery in here lasts forever. Fast fingerprint sensor, decent cameras. Performance is just like wow for $200. Of course, and then the Mate SE came out and they said, oh well, it had an extra gigabyte of RAM, 64 gigs of storage for $30 more. Oh, don't buy it. They're spying on you. Includes this case. Like really? Like it's just it amazes me. And this phone, for 33 milliamp hour, 33 4000 milliamp hour battery, and not fast charging, it doesn't take that long to charge. Not at all. It's crazy. So, Honor, Huawei, I'm shout out to Huawei, shout out to Honor. You know, they're making these phones and they're killing the game right now. So, yeah. All right. So my food apparently is gonna be late. I've been on here for almost an hour. So shout out to everybody that dropped in, that dropped in this morning. Really do appreciate it. Um, so thank you so much. Um, like I said, I will be making a video, or I'll do something when iOS 12 comes out. At least I'll try to. Like I said, I got a kind of a busy day, but yeah, I'll do what I can. So shout out to everybody, man. Thank you so much for stopping in. Thank you so much for supporting me. And yeah, guys. Just like I said, just felt like going live this morning. So yeah, so everybody that's making a complaint about the update's not out yet. Like I said, wait. I named those times for the U.S. I can't name those times for other countries. Like I said, this I've been streaming this on AT&T. I was getting, I can't remember the speeds I was getting. It was like 45 down and 6 up. I don't know, not the best, but I've pulled 70 down. Yeah, I'm sitting right here. Now I know if I go up to the tower, ooh shit. If I go up to the tower, those speeds are gonna be tremendous. Could trust me. I did it with my Essential phone. When I'm right there by the tower, my Essential phone pulls about 130 down and 40 to 50 up. So definitely, I've seen powerful speeds. So most definitely, definitely know what fast network is all about. So yeah, um, think I'm fixing to sign off of here in a minute. What I don't know, I might stay on till I get the notification that my food's been picked up and it's on its way, but I don't know. Is there anything to talk about? Anybody in here? Anybody got any questions, comments, concerns? Want to talk about anything? Want me to mention anything? Like I said, check out my video on the Essential phone. Check out my video on AT&T prepaid review. I have AT&T Pros paid now with the iPad, and so far so good. I wish AT&T prepaid did have better customer service. They have good customer service, but I wish there were. Okay, I don't want to say that because I don't want to offend anybody because I know I got people in here from different countries. So not I'm you know what? Since I'm kind of already opened up the can of worms, we gotta say it. I prefer. I don't mind talking to the overseas customer service representatives. I don't mind it at all. I just think they need to be a little bit better trained in English. And I know it's not their fault at all. When I worked for Cricket, what they told us is that they pay these people that are sitting over there in a little, I forget the word they called it, a little bitty ass booth basically, for like $4 an hour. Like they're really underpaid. These customer service representatives, I know they're really underpaid, and they have to do their jobs to feed their families. I just wish that they had better incentives to work. And better English training. That's all. I don't have any problems. I've talked to some very friendly overseas customer service representatives. It's just that when I have to repeat myself over and over again, like that's just And I know most prepaid carriers hire their overseas. So um, I think the only ones that are not really overseas is like Metro PCS. Every once in a while, you may get somebody from Dallas. Um, course, like Verizon prepaid and T-Mobile prepaid, you know, you'll get some people in the U.S. here and there, but most of the time, you know, you're gonna get, most of the time you're gonna get customers and customer service, you know, like India or the Philippines or Boost Mobile is a lot of Mexico cities and Guatemala. I think it's Guatemala or Dominican Republic. So you know, but like I said, it doesn't bother me. I just wish, you know, I wish they, you know, I know some of them are very well undertaken care of. So that sucks. So yeah. All right. So I've been on for an hour and 3 minutes. Yeah, guys, I'm fixing to call it quit. Um, it's been fun. It really has. Like I said, I enjoy coming up here, talking to y'all. You know, answering questions if anybody has any. I just, you know, enjoy getting stuff off my chest. You know, it's just it's relaxing, it's therapeutic, and you know, helps me deal with the day. So yeah, trying to think, is there anything else I need to talk about? Pretty much. Oh my god. I pretty much have covered everything. All right. So I will stay on until I get the notification that my food's been shipped here. But yeah, it says 8 to 11 minutes now, so we'll see. So yeah, hope everybody's had a good day. So starting their morning off is pretty good. Thank you for taking the time to stop in here and watch me. If you are in hurricane territory, most definitely be safe. Of course, now Florence has dumbed down to a tropical depression. Uh, in my area, we're supposed to get a little bit of taste. It's raining right now, but it's not really doing nothing too major right now. But you know, we are supposed to get a little bit of taste. So if you are in a hurricane territory, tropical depression. I'm sorry, they call it tropical depression. If you're in any of her paths, be careful, stay safe. You know, I've got to charge up. The central phone is charged. My laptop is charged. My power bank is not charged. I got to charge that just in case things go south. But for right now, everything's kind of quiet. And honestly, you can't. I hate to bring religion into it, but you can't really predict the weather. You can't predict it. It's up to God what happens. You know, we were caught. We were caught in Hurricane Ike 10 years ago. I remember it, and we had no idea it was coming. He made a complete U-turn. Once he got past, the mountains, and he hit Canada. And, guys, I'm in Canada. Of course, I'm not in Canada, but anyway, I don't tell people where I'm at, just for family sakes and stuff like that. But where I'm at, we had no idea Ike was coming, and he just, like I said, he just made a complete U-turn, and just completely, just like wow. It was a surprise. It was a shock. So most definitely, guys, be safe. Definitely, that hurricane is no joke whatsoever. So I just pray that everybody is safe. Keep um, you know keep keep a power bank. You can get a power bank at Walmart for like $10. Um, so that's pretty good. second. Okay. So that's weird. Um, all right. All right, guys. So I'm going to end the stream here right now. Because I'm having a hard time tracking my food, and I'm going to need to use the iPad for that. So try one more time. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little trouble. So I'm gonna go ahead and fly on out of here, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And like I said, I'll keep you guys up to date with iOS 12. And yep, I'm gonna go ahead and fly on out of here. Catch you guys on the next one. Get my day started. Everybody be safe, be blessed, and I'm out of here. Later.
To watching now. To finish button. Finish. Alert. Cancel. End.